early spring. It didn't really have much of a winter.
Did we have winter? I must have missed that, although there's a couple of weeks of quite wet, miserable weather at the end of May, but other than that, it's been very, very nice.
What's it meant to you as a horticulturalist?
It's made it easy, really, if there's such a thing. Being able to go out and do what we want when we want, not having to work around wet weather and getting small windows of opportunity to get out and get things in the ground. We'll still plant a little bit of broccoli during the winter, so we've been able to just do that as per schedule. Any groundwork that's needed to be done, which has been minimal, that's been quite easy. We could have gone and dug potatoes any time we liked, with the exception of the temperature at times. So it's been very nice.
Now you're doing the end of last season's spuds.
Yes, so we're just harvesting, working on the last of those now. We always leave some product in the ground for storage. Storage out of the ground is very expensive, so we always pick a prime location and leave crop in the ground to harvest at this stage and top the cool stores up to take us through to next seasons.
It's been dry, so I guess there's no sprouting or mud.
Yes, no mud, that's the big one. In fact, we were trying to dig a few spuds about 3 weeks ago, and normally we'd have the wider pitch web on, and we had to go and take it off and put the other one on because we just couldn't carry enough dirt up the web to get the potatoes up in the way we'd like.
Other veggies, how's your broccoli looking?
Yes, it's been a good season for those, being a drier season, so they've all grown very well. Crops all looking very good there, everything coming in reasonably on time.
Your red beet?
Yes, well, the beetroot's certainly progressing, so it's been a good winter also for harvesting that. We can just duck out and do it whenever we like, and there's no mud and stuff to contend with there.
Is red beet becoming more fashionable now?
Yes, I think it's it's a tasty vegetable, and I think there's a few cooking shows that have made it attractive to people, or maybe they've just reintroduced it to people so they know what to do with it, how to cook it. But it's going very well.
Pumpkins, now North Island I understand have had a pretty good season.
Yeah, well I think they've had reasonable yields up there, which has kept the price a bit suppressed, and hopefully that means that they're not going to store as well. So we're sort of holding off for the latter part of the season, and hopefully things will pick up then.
Change of season, we're into spring now, so as always your legs look like a blur.
Yes, well I've just come back from being away for a couple of weeks, and it was definitely winter when I left, and I've come back and it feels like we're halfway through spring, so it's getting organised, get the planning in place to get things rolling.
Just about have to irrigate before you sow, wouldn't you?
Oh, it's certainly not that way at the moment, but we get a few warm days and a bit of nor'west. I think things can quickly change, but at the moment things are in very good order.
Pacing yourself so you've got a steady crop coming on for the whole season, how do you do that?
Well, that's just about good planning, looking at historic data for planting dates and harvest dates, and also location. Just using historical data and averaging that to plan for the coming seasons.
Of course, you don't know what the season's going to do.
Oh, you can take a bit of a best guess, but usually if you run on that 3-year average, you're not far away. The dates don't alter too much.
Diseases now, you've got that horrible little fly thing.
Oh, the potato salad, yes. No, it hasn't affected us too much this last season. They're certainly there in numbers, but more affecting processed crops than our fresh market crops. Not saying they're not affecting our crops, but I think at the moment we're doing okay with managing those, but I think there's still more we don't know than what we do know on future controlling those.
You're not really concerned about them?
I wouldn't say I'm not too concerned about them, but I think at the moment we're managing okay. I'm probably more concerned maybe about some of the seed that we might get that hasn't been affected with the Liberobacter and affect the yields that we get in our crops. But with what we're doing, we're not seeing at the moment any significant change to the potatoes and the cooking quality in anything that we're doing. So it's what we've got still marketable. At least we're not in a position that if they do get in there and cause a bit of trouble, then we've got unmarketable crop. That would be.
But you're monitoring pretty closely?
Oh yes, we're not letting that one get away on us at all.